What's up guys, it's TechRos here, and today we're here to talk about this guy. So this is the Google Pixel 3a XL, as you can see there, if you did not know. So this is in my opinion the best budget phone in the market right now, and I'm going to explain why and in the review. So first of all, we're going to start off with the display, battery life, extra features and stuff like that. Everything that you can imagine, the camera, the performance, and design and build and all that. So starting off with the build, this thing is a two-tone plastic design, so it has glossy plastic up at the top and then matte plastic at the bottom. It's a nice sound. And then yeah, basically it's not the nicest looking thing in history, I mean by a long shot. A lot of people won't like the design because it does look quite old school with only the one camera lens, and they're quite old looking. Yeah, I don't know, it's not the most modern looking thing and futuristic. I mean, the front doesn't look it with the top massive forehead, as well as they're not that big bezels around the side, but they're pretty noticeable compared to stuff like the OnePlus 7 Pro and also new Samsung Galaxy S20s. But yeah, also you can see it has an earpiece speaker at the top, as well as two speakers down at the bottom. So this stereo speakers. You've got this speaker at the bottom, which is for just the media, and that speaker up at the top, the earpiece speaker. So those are both for media consumption and stuff like that that needs sound. And this speaker right here is for calls and things like that, so that only activates during calls. But yeah, it's pretty understated design. It feels really nice though. It's quite lightweight, and this plastic feel is probably nicer than a glossy glass feel to me. It's less slippery, and it protects the phone, a lot less fingerprinty, and you can see the Google logo at the bottom there. But yeah, you got the camera module as well, and you also have headphone jacks back, as well as stereo speakers. So yeah, great audio system. I'll do some examples in a bit. But yeah, then you also have the fingerprint sensor there. But yeah, not the best designed phone in history, but it's pretty good. I do also have to mention in the Dragon Trail glass. It's not the best. They could have went with Gorilla Glass, Google, because I have had quite a few scratches. I don't know if you can see there, just from it being in my coat pocket. I know I do walk around school a lot, so I do accidentally kick my phone sometimes. Not my fault. It's in my coat pocket and it's dragging down, so I have to walk upstairs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not very strong glass. I would have preferred Gorilla Glass to Dragon Trail glass. Not the best design really, but it's not really what the design that makes this phone set apart. It's it's mainly the software. So if we get to the software side of things, you have an ambient display, so when you put your phone down, it'll show you the time, the weather, the date, and also your notifications. So yeah, that's really good for software. And then you also get stock Android, as well as you can play around with features like daily wallpapers and schedule dark mode, which are really useful features. So if you want it in the dark when it's nighttime, so then you're not taking as much blue light, then that is a very useful feature. Yeah, you can have it cycle through wallpapers, which is one of my favourite. I always have it cycle through a different wallpaper every day. But yeah, so great software experience right here, stock Android. A lot of people say stock Android is the best. I can see why now. I used to think why stock Android good. MIUI seemed pretty good to me, which is the phone I had before, Redmi K30. Yeah, just pretty good software experience. I mean, people say Oxygen OS is better, but I've not tried Oxygen OS myself, so I wouldn't know. Hopefully it should be soon, maybe in around 2 months or something. I should be trying out Oxygen OS, so that should be fun to try out. But stock Android, really smooth, great experience. But talk on to the display. So, yeah, You can see the display, it's 2160 by 1080p display, so it's quite high resolution. It looks really crisp and the colours pop a lot, so you can see all the icons there. And when you're taking photos, the colours look really vibrant and things like that. As well as, I'll put the always, yeah, you get the always on display as well, that's technically part of the display. And yeah, it's just quite a clean display. Not really much else to say about the display apart from, I mean, it is full screen, but I would have, the bezels don't really distract. It's better than a notch. I mean, a notch just annoys you. You see this massive thing coming in your display. No, this thing just got the bezels up at the top. After you've started to use this thing for even a day, you just get used to them. It's not really a hassle or anything like that. It looks good while you're playing games and things like that. It's not really the best display out there. Like, it's not high refresh rate like I had on my previous phone, the Redmi K30, which had a 120Hz display. This one's just 60Hz, but it feels quite smooth anyway. So, as you can see there, I'm just cycling through everything. There's the Google feed and going between apps. But yeah, a great display, I'd say. I mean, there should be new technologies coming out, so most phones will probably have 120Hz this year, but, you know, great display for right now, so I wouldn't be too bothered. If you're someone who doesn't really care about refresh rate and just wants a cheap phone, then this is pretty good. But now on to performance. So, because we were talking about games before, I thought I might as well mention performance. This guy has a Snapdragon 670 chipset in it, so it's not the fastest thing you'll ever know, but it can manage games like Asphalt 9 and other things like that. And also Call of Duty and PuBye it can handle as well. Apparently, actually, yeah, it can do PuBye on HD graphics with high frame rates, so, I mean, you're getting quite a good phone. I mean, even though most people probably won't play games on the phone or play a lot of them anyway, and if they do, it probably might be solitaire or something. But yeah, it should handle it great for games. I've not really had it heat up on me, apart from when it was charging the other day, but it's good at heat management, I know that, so yeah. So it is quite a low tier Snapdragon processor. Apparently only beats like 9% of everyone's CPU performance. I'll flash the results up on your screen right now from Antutu Benchmark and also Geekbench 5. But yeah, not really the best performance, but it'll do, and there's nothing really wrong about it. You know, it handles tasks really well, still feels really smooth when you're navigating through your operating system. So yeah, overall good performance. So now is the section everyone wants to know about. And this, my friends, is cameras. So, the Google Pixel 3a XL has a 12.2 megapixel wide angle camera, and it also has a 8 megapixel wide selfie camera. So, you should be able to fit a couple of people in each of the shots. But now this thing is insane. It's like a flagship phone. It's basically the Google Pixel 3's camera slapped onto a budget phone, and it's really great. I mean, you could literally take DSLR-like photos with this thing. So, yeah, if you're a photographer and you want a good phone that's cheap and it has an insane camera, this is definitely the phone to go for, definitely. Sometimes it does miss out portrait shots, but it's software, and it's a great, reliable phone for taking photos, and I'll flash up some photos right now. guys, so this is the selfie video camera of the Google Pixel 3a XL. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'm not behind a window or anything. Well, I'm in front of a window now, so my face is quite well lit. It does look pretty nice when you're in front, like light is beaming onto you, but as you can see, if I switch around, it's quite exposed back there. So yeah, it like blows out by quite a bit. As you can see, it misses out like some parts of my hair a bit. Well, it makes them look really light. But yeah, if you tap this, then it makes it really dark, so you can barely see my face right now. But if we just move back into a light source and we have parts of our face lit up, then it should turn back to normal. But yeah, pretty good selfie video. I really like it actually. It's pretty good for vlogging and stuff like that. Let me know what you think of the microphone quality in the comments, because I actually really like the microphone quality of the Google Pixel 3a XL. And you can also have it zoom in on your face, like sometimes. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the selfie video and also the microphone quality in the comments below. Alright guys, just testing out the stabilised video. Just walking at a steady pace, just down a path, walking how the speed I would usually walk. I just jumped a bit there, but just walking. This is stabilisation on. There's a setting that you can use to have stabilisation on. I'm jumping again. I'm going to jump again. Yeah, you can have stabilisation on or off in the settings. Alright guys, so now that you've seen the photos, I'm going to move on to battery life. So, this thing has a 3700 mAh battery or 3700 mAh battery. So, usually it ends me with just less than a day. I mean, a pretty heavy usage. I'll watch YouTube probably around 3 hours a day, so it's a lot. And then I go on it randomly sometimes, just randomly opening stuff, I don't know. But usually it lasts me just under a day, usually until around 9 o'clock. But I do use my phones usually with quite heavy usage. I am a tech reviewer, so that is my job. But, you know, also it does have an 18 watt fast charger in the box. So that will do you really well if you just like want to plug in, charge and go. It'll charge it definitely overnight. It usually took me just over an hour to charge. And it also says the battery percentage at the bottom of the always on display, and it also says rapidly charging. So yeah, you know when it's charging. It's just a great phone, especially with the 18 watt fast charger. You know, gets stuff done. But yeah, so I don't actually know if there's much more to talk about. I'll do a speaker test right now. Alright guys, so that was the Google Pixel 3a XL. Just an overall insane phone. It's just amazing. So yeah, in my opinion, this could be the best budget phone to buy if you're going to buy a budget phone right now. I usually used to think, oh wow, this is such a great phone, one single camera, you know. Yeah, a Snapdragon 670, you know, kind of boring. But no, this phone is amazing. It's immense, and you know, you can't really go wrong with it. You know, it's a Google phone, great software experience, great insane camera. Like this camera, just amazing. You get just like some overall great features that add up to make this thing the best. So yeah, so just great for overall phone, and I would highly suggest it to anyone in the budget market. And I would say this is the best phone I've reviewed on Tech R Us. It might not be like outstanding in all areas, but it beats it beats a lot of phones in a lot of areas, and that makes it overall the best budget phone I've reviewed. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can buy it. I'll probably leave a link to the US one where you can buy it, and also a UK one where you can buy it. But yeah, great phone, and hope you enjoyed the review, and watch out for my new VR videos that are coming up. I have a stand on the way, an Asterion Aura stand. But yeah, guys, great phone, Google Pixel 3 XL. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.